Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Miss Neesmith here, and I'm going to go over this week's kind of objectives. We do have a test this Friday, so that is September 25th is our test on Friday. Make sure you are participating this week, joining office hours if you need to. All right, I'm going to show you your study guide as well. So you click into your class, whatever class are all the same. You go to modules, and then here is your study guide. So I know it looks like a lot, but it's one question. So study guide question 1. You click on it for it to load. All right. I was somewhere else last, so I'm gonna go to my save lesson. There we go. Okay. So it should be study guide question 1, and it'll load. All right. So you do this. That's it for that one. Okay. Then you go back to assignments, or you can go back to your modules here under Unit 1, whatever you want to do. But on LearnZillion, they're on there, and on Canvas, they're on here as well. So you have question 1 to 10. This, like it says, from lesson 2, it tells you what lesson they're from as well, if you want to look back at your notes. But this is your study guide for the test this week. Me and Miss Luck and Miss Watson are trying to find an easier way to make your study guides, because this is a lot to look at. I understand it's a lot for me to look at as well, but that is coming. Okay. And then you do have a cool down tomorrow. And then this week's live class and lessons, you have a copy of this as well. I just uploaded the Google Cloud assignment, or thank you. Or I just uploaded this slideshow. That way you can look at it with your notes. Let's see, anything else on Canvas that I want to show you guys? Nope, cool down. Again, finish homework. All right, midterms do come out next, so it's really important that you are doing that. Okay, let's move on to here. So I'm going to give some example problems of some problems that I'm really noticing we're struggling with, and hopefully this will help clear it up some. So we have, I'm going to flip it this way actually. We have Sally walked 3 miles to the east. All right. And then walked 10 miles to the west. What is the difference? Okay, so again, you can always draw number lines. All right, so we know we start at 0, and then 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, -5, so on. So we know we go 3 miles east. All right, then we have to go 10 miles to the west. So we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we go from here to here. That's where she stops. So the difference then would be -7 miles to the west. All right, there's that one. Draw number lines if you are having a hard time remembering how to add or subtract. rational numbers. Remember, rational numbers have our negative and positive signs next to them. All right. This was another one a lot of us struggled with. What is the distance from, oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. It never ends. Okay, let's go back to this. What's the distance from 500 meters to 700 meters? Okay, the distance. So how much is in between here? To get from 500 to 700, we need to go 200 meters. Since we're going from small to big, it would be a positive 200 meters. Now, if we said, how much lower is 400 to 800? Okay, how much lower? So 400 to 800, we know it's going to be a negative 400 because lower means that this 400 is smaller. So we're going from this big to small. Okay, so, oh my Lord, it never stops. Okay, all right. Make sure you always have your sign with you on your test. If you know it's negative 200 as your answer, make sure you put negative 200 because if you don't, it will be counted wrong. So make sure you are including that. Okay, let's try some addition and subtraction with negative. So is negative 5 plus negative 5 the same thing as negative 5 minus 5? Are those the same? Well, let's see. Negative 5 plus negative 5. So if we draw a number line here, we have 0. Actually, I'm going to zero up here. Then negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Negative 10. Negative 5 is here. So we start at 0, go to negative 5. We're adding, but we're adding a negative. So that negative tells us we need to go to the left 5 more. So that would equal negative 10. All right, let's try this one. We have our 0 still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Negative 10. Negative 5. Okay, so we start at negative 5. So we go from 0 to negative 5. All right, and then we have to subtract. So we're going to the left 5 more. So it would still get us at negative 10. So are both of these the same equation or expression? Yes, they are the same. Because we went from here, here, so they did keep, opposite, opposite. So they kept that negative 5. Opposite of subtraction is addition. Opposite of a positive, because if you don't see a sign that's positive, is a negative. And that's all. That's all they did. Okay. Let's see. Also write these in your notes. Positive times positive equals a positive. Negative times a positive equals negative. Positive times a negative equals a negative. And negative times a negative equals a positive. Okay, so those are our rules for when we're multiplying negative and positive numbers. So 2 negatives together equals a positive. That was like our 5 minus -5. We did it that way. So keep opposite, opposite. It would be plus, plus. So really, we have a negative here and it would equal positive. Okay. So with that rule, if we had -5 times -3, our answer would be a positive 15. Now on your test, if it's positive, you do not have to have your positive sign. But if it was -5 times +3, your answer would be -15, and you would have to have that negative. Okay, make sure you have this in your notes. These rules apply for dividing as well. So not only do they work by multiplying, but they work for dividing. So a positive divided by a positive is a positive. Negative by a negative by a positive, negative. Positive by negative, negative. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. Okay, so all the rules stay the same. So if you had -10 divided by 2, one number is negative, so your answer would be -5. If you had -10 divided by -2, your answer would be a positive 5. If you see a sign out here like this, that means one of the numbers are negative, so your answer would have to be negative. Okay, that's how that one works. Let's see what else I can help you with. All right, this problem a lot of you guys had trouble with on the homework that I saw, or the ones that actually did the homework. So you have a number line. I'm going to flip it to my dog cam here in a second. And you have a, and then you have a -1, x, 0, and a +1. Okay, so the first thing it asks is the value of x, is it negative? X is in between -1 and 0. Since it is to the left of 0, it is a negative. So that would be always true that x is a negative. Okay, because anything to the left of 0 is a negative. So then anything to the right of 0 would be a positive. Okay. Next question it asked, the value of x is greater than -1/2 and less than 0. So looking here, all right, so -1 and a half, well, sorry, was it half? Yeah. -1/2 would probably be about right here. So yes, uh, this could be bigger because remember, the farther down you go, the smaller, farther up, so you get bigger. And then over here you get smaller. Okay. So then yes, x could be larger than -1/2 because it's closer to 0. All right. Another one, the value of x is -1/2 or 0.4. These values are negative in between 0 and -1/2. All right, so it's saying the value of x is -1/2. So could it be true? I don't think so. Or 0.4. These values are negative in between 0 and 1/2. So we already said that this is bigger than 1/2. So what would 4/10 be? Because it's saying 4/10. So which is 2/5. All right, so is 0.4, -0.4, bigger or smaller than -0.5? Well, it's closer to 0, so this would be bigger. Okay, so it could be true. I believe that is all I wanted to go through. I lied. Just kidding. One more thing. You guys were really struggling if it said 300 plus A equals 500, and then A equals what? Guys, what plus 300 would give you 500? 200, right? That's all you have to do. Okay? If it was A minus 400 equals 200, what can you subtract 400 by to get 200? Well, you can add them together, right? So is 600 minus 400 200? Yes. Okay, you just need to find what A is. So A is whatever number you can subtract or add to get your final answer. That's all that one is. That's all that is. Okay, don't let variables freak you out. And I do believe that is because we are running out of time. Yeah, so make sure you join office hours to get practice. We already went through that one. How much warmer is 42 than 40? 82 degrees is blank warmer. So that one should be easy. Six, let's see, six. Yeah, so time in circles, so 4 seconds. So how many would 10 seconds be? So you just got to figure that one out. Okay. This just added a 0, so this could be 40, right? So in 10 seconds, he's going to go how far? Okay, or score how many points? Did I just click on 6? Yes, I did. Okay, so this is just telling you it's falling at a constant rate of 3 degrees per hour. So in 2 hours, if it starts at -2, in 2 hours, it would be -6 because it's falling 3 degrees per hour. Okay, so just make sure you're reading your words. Question 8. We will be reviewing this during my office hours, so make sure you join. You just got to order these least to greatest. So 0 usually goes in the middle, right? 8 is all the way up here, then 4, then here we go. I'd rather owe someone $2 than owing them $6 because 6 is more, right? Okay. Well, more negative, I should say. 8, 9, and then 9 and 10. There is 2 questions here because it is 9 and 10. Same thing, 3 times -4. Negative times positive is a negative. All right, so you have to do that. So this one, what times -3 will give you -12? Well, our answer is negative, so it has to be a positive. So it will be a +4, right? And then which continent has the largest difference in elevation? So you would have to figure out the difference from each one. So if I had to just glance, our lowest point here in Asia is -427, and the highest is 8,000. So right off the bat, I can already tell that is the biggest difference. Okay. So after going through this, I hope you all really, really get the help you need. And please let me know if you have any questions during office hours, and I will see you all in live class. Bye.